Here is an important video in which we will understand optimization of time. We need to cross a river and then walk or run along the land. What is the best way to do it? That is all about this question, which can help you answer many similar problems relating to shortest time taken or sometimes the longest time taken. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video on optimization, here is another very interesting problem. We'll need to find the shortest time to travel across a river and then run or jog on the land. The question here is, a man lives on Central Island, 1 kilometer from the mainland, downtown Toronto. His favorite coffee shop is 3 kilometers along the shore from the closest to the island. The man can paddle his canoe at 3 kilometers per hour and jog at 5 kilometers per hour. Determine where he should land to reach the coffee shop in the shortest amount of time. Interesting question. So here we have the Ontario Lake, right? And the situation is that the person is on an island, Central Island, which is, let's say here. Okay, somewhere here. Now, the coffee shop which we are talking about is let's say there. So from the point which is closest, let's say here, that distance of the lake is 1 kilometer. So what can a person do? Well, he can canoe directly, or he can go directly on the opposite end, then run or jog, and ideally he could actually follow a path midway, landing somewhere around this particular point and then jogging. You get the idea. So that is the general situation which we are going to address. So let's say this is point A. The person lands at point B and then sees the target. And the closest point on the opposite side, let's call this point as point P, which is 1 kilometer from island. Is that situation clear to you? So let's now try to figure out how do we answer this particular question. So what we can consider is that let this distance be x, P to B. We are given the total distance as 3 kilometers for the coffee shop, right, from P to C. So B to C will be 3 minus x, correct? Right. And what is A to B? A to B, we have a right angle triangle, and then we can figure it out. So I think we have worked out the details, right? So let's consider this particular diagram. So we say let x, let B be the point where the man lands. And this B is such that it is distance PB is equal to x, right? Then B to C, which is a jogging distance, will be 3 minus x. Is that clear to you? So what is A to B? A to B is the path which the person canoed. So A to B is the distance which we can find using Pythagorean theorem, 1 kilometer and x kilometers of PV distance. So 1 square plus x square. That is A to B. And B to C is given to us as 3 minus x. We are also given the speed of canoeing, right? So it is speed of canoeing is 3 kilometers per hour. That is for A to B. And then jogging is 5 kilometers per hour. That is for B to C, right? So in that case, the time taken will be what? Time is basically, let me write down the formula here. Time is distance over speed, right? So total time t in this particular case will be time to canoe, that is the distance AB with the speed of canoeing, which is 3 kilometers per hour, plus B to C jogging distance, which is 5 kilometers per hour, right? So we get A to B is 1 plus x square root over 3 plus B to C is 3 minus x over 5, correct? So we get our formula for time. The idea is to reduce this time, and that is we are going to find first derivative and analyze. Another important thing which you notice here is that what could be the value of x? Well, the x could be at P, right? At that time, x is 0. If point B is at P, x is 0. And if point B is at C, then x is 3. So the person can land right across or directly at C, which will give the value of x from 0 to C, right? So we have restriction, right? So we'll find the critical number and the restricted positions value. Perfect. So let's continue. So we have the time general expression, square root 1 plus x square, and this distance 3 minus x over 5.
After attending university. The winner of this year's Certificate of Achievement Schulich Leader Award is Akshi Kandivani.
Great. Our student, Akshat, gets highest marks and the most prestigious Schulich Leader Award. You can be there. Join our classes and excel.
So let me write down the time which we have is square root 1 plus x square, and the speed is 3 plus the distance 3 minus x jogging distance with the speed of 5 kilometers per hour. So that becomes the expression of time with respect to x, right? So once again, let me now draw the diagram slightly bigger. And the path taken will be something like this. So that is the path A to B to C. Is that clear, right? That is the point P, and we are saying the distance is x from right across. Is that clear to you, right? This is 1 kilometers, and the total distance P to C is 3. So that distance is 3 minus x. Absolutely clear, right? That is how we get our formula. And this is square root of 1 plus x square. Clear? Right. So the derivative of this will be with respect to time. Let me write t prime as equal to square root derivative is half, right? So 3 times 2 square root of 1 plus x square, correct? Derivative of x square is 2x plus, now 3 over 5 is 0 and minus will give me what? So you could think like minus x will give me minus 1, right? So we get minus 1 over 5. Is that clear to you? Correct? because 3 over 5 is a constant minus x over 5, which gives you derivative of minus 1 over 5. And we have to equate this to 0 to get our critical number, right? So we get, after simplification of this, 2 and 2 will cancel. So we can write down now that x over 3 times square root of 1 plus x square is equal to 1 over 5. So that implies, just cross multiply, we have 5x equals to 3 times 1 plus x square, right? So from here, we can square both sides and then find the value of critical number, right? So 5x, 3 times square root of 1 plus x square. So that is the formula which we have. Squaring both sides will give us 25x square equals to 9 times 1 plus x square. Clear? So we get 25x square equals to 9 plus 9x square. So we can write 25x square minus 9x square equals to 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16x square equals to 9. So let's continue. 16x square equals to 9 means x square is 9 over 16, or x is going to be positive, right? Square root of 9 over 16, which gives you the value of 3 over 4, correct? So x is 3 over 4. So the critical number is 3 over 4. The formula for time was, let's write down the formula for time taken. The formula for time taken was the distance connote, which is square root of 1 plus x square over the speed 3 plus 3 minus x over 5, correct? Since we have a critical number, which is 3 by 4, and we also know that x is between 0 and 3, correct? So let us find the value of t when x is equal to 3 by 4, right? So substitute 3 by 4 in this particular formula. What do you get? 3 by 4 is 0.75, right? So let's put this value 0.75 and then calculate. So we have 1 plus x square. So we got 1 plus 0.75 square root of this answer divide by 3. And to this, we are going to add 3 minus 0.75 divide by 5. So we get 13 by 15, which is 0.866. Now, if I put x as equals to 0, then the time is how much? Let's calculate this. So if I put x as 0, I get 1 over 3 plus 3 over 5, right? 1 divided by 3 plus 3 divided by 5. Which is equal to 14 by 15, or the decimal value is 0.93. And if I put x as equal to 3, in that case, my second term becomes 0, and the first term is 3 square is 9, 9 plus 1, 10. So square root 10 divide by 3. That gives you a decimal value of t equals to 1.05. Correct? So if you calculate these values, the minimum is when x is 3 by 4. Correct? The maximum is if you go directly to the coffee shop conveying. So we have our answer. Determine where he should land to reach the coffee shop in the shortest amount of time. So he should land 0.75 kilometers from P, which is directly across. You get the idea. So that is what we got, and that's how you're going to answer this question. So this distance is found as PB equals to 0.75 kilometers. Perfect. So I hope all these steps are absolutely clear. Feel free to write your comments and suggestions. In case you need any help, you can always contact me on the address given. Thanks for your time and all the best.